I'm going to give you 5 key actions that you can take daily to start your journey to overcome fear. So the first thing I'd like to say is that overcoming fear is a journey. It's not like you snap your fingers and you just overcome fear. I do believe that you can position yourself and take certain actions to overcome emotional and mental fears that we have, like fear of rejection or fear of failure or fear of success. So there are things that you can do on a daily basis that will position you to be more confident and overcome fear that you might be having. So the first thing I'd like to say is stand guard at the door of your mind. Okay, it's a Jim Rohn quote. And it's, if you think about it, the thoughts and the perception is built off of thoughts. So what are you feeding your mind, right? You are what you eat. So what are you feeding your mind? And so what I would recommend to stand guard at the door of your mind is to limit the amount of mainstream media that you're listening to. The other day, the first thing that happened was I got into my coworker's car, and the first thing he said was, "Did you hear the news about the people in Virginia and Washington, D.C. that had that huge snowstorm?" And I said, "No, I hadn't heard." And he said, "There's people in their cars. They've been in there for hours. They're running out of food. They're running out of gas. They're freezing, all this stuff." And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's terrible. And so you've got to be careful with what you're feeding your mind with, because a lot of this stuff is fear-based, especially in the mainstream media. Their job is to get your attention. Their job is to get your eyeballs to attract so that they can make money through advertisement, through so many different avenues. As long as they have your attention and they have you grabbed and hooked, that's what their main goal is to do. It's not to enlighten you. It's not to encourage you. It's not to give you hope. I mean, how many positive things do we hear about in the news? It's like when you finally hear something positive in the news, it's like, oh my gosh, that's weird. And then I'm not even interested in it because they just constantly are giving it. So stand guard at the door of your mind. So instead of allowing media to pursue you, because that's what they're doing, they're pursuing you. In fact, take a stand and pursue the mindset that you want. And I would recommend read 10 pages of a book that gives you positive mindset and positive affirmation and positive thought-provoking ideas a day. Read 10 pages a day. Listen to a book. That's fine. If you don't have the time to sit down and read and actually read and underline, use an audiobook and listen. There's so many opportunities to be able to do that. So that's the first thing that I would say. And if you want a few recommendations, a couple books are linked in the description below of current books that I'm currently reading. You can check those out there. Number 2, okay? Number 2 is get a mentor. Get a mentor. Somebody who has something that you want that's a little bit further down life's journey. You can get multiple mentors. I have multiple mentors. I have mentors for different things because there are certain people that I respect in my life and how they have it in their life. And I call them and I talk to them and I stay in constant communication with them. So find somebody who has what you want, because success leaves clues. And so if I go to my mentor and I ask specific questions on how did you get to the place in life that you currently are, right, with specific questions, then it's up to you to take that direction, take that suggestion, start to implement it into your life. I would recommend getting a mentor that you can call no less than once a week. Even better if you can call this mentor every single day and just check in and start to develop a relationship with this mentor. And meet in person at least once a month to just sit down and take specific questions to your mentor. Don't waste their time. Okay, if you're interested in achieving life's goals that they currently have, don't waste their time. I'm sure a good mentor will want to help, and so they would be honored to do that. So get yourself a mentor and start to follow their directions based on the questions that you're asking to get to the place that you want to go. I guarantee you will start to develop a journey of overcoming fear and increasing your confidence. So let's talk about number 3, okay? Keep a journal. Yes, keep a journal. And I'm not talking about a diary. I'm not saying, "Dear diary, today was great," or "today was sad." No, I'm saying a journal, a life plan. Think of a journal as a way to mentor or to coach yourself. Now, I recently just started a new journey on this journaling. I actually found a guy by the name of Clark Kegley, and you can look him up on YouTube. He's all over YouTube, but it's really cool. He actually has built a business called The Ultimate Guide to Keeping a Journal, and he has videos on it that I've actually started to listen to. I bought his program, and if you're interested in his program too, just let me know, and I can get that information to you, or you can check it out in the description down below. But keep a journal and start to coach yourself. And I would recommend, and I'll show you my journal, what I'm currently doing, what I've currently done right now following this new way, is this journal is pretty big, actually. It's a lot bigger. When this came in the mail, I was like, wow. And there's no lines in it on the pages. It's kind of crazy. And I was not sure about this, but so far it's been amazing. It's different sections. So it's different sections, different areas of my life. So I have a gratitude section, a book note section to take the top 10% of the books that I read and leave notes on them so I can refer back to my journal rather than reading the whole book again. There's a growth section or a business section. So if you have business ideas and areas that you want to grow, self-development, things like that, goal setting workshop. There's a brain dump section. This is where you might just have stuff you just need to get out. Maybe there's some problems. Maybe there's some fears, maybe whatever it is, but there's a brain dump section. There's a online video section. I actually am starting to write down all my video ideas here and start to picture them out before I even do these. And then there's a freedom section. Freedom section is really just for family, trips, fun, adventure, things that I want to remember, memories, stuff like that. And then there's goals in the very back, big goals for 2022. And then the first one is almost like the North Star, right? It's like the first one is all the big ideas that I'm learning throughout the year, so I can refer back to them as soon as I open up the journal. I can see that, right? You have to start before you're ready. That's a quote that's in my right here, and that's kind of what I did with this YouTube channel. 4 is start your day and end your day with gratitude. That's what it is. It starts your day and ends your day with gratitude. Right when you wake up in the morning, your first conscious thought, and this is going to take some training. This will take conscious effort on your part. There will be mornings you wake up and you forget about it right away. But as soon as you remember gratitude, list out 5 things a day that you're grateful for before anything else, before your feet hit the floor, before you brush your teeth. You can just list them out in your head, but speak out and speak them out loud too. I'm grateful for the sun that is shining today. I'm grateful for the eyes that I have that gives me the ability to see the world. I'm grateful, whatever it is, but your first conscious thought, if you can train your mind to start your day with gratitude, it'll completely change the trajectory of your day. And then if you can get into a habit that as you're laying down and as you're going to sleep, if you can make them the last thoughts that you have, the last 5 things that you're grateful for, okay? And I can't tell you how impactful and powerful this has been in my life. Make it a habit, make it a discipline, take conscious effort in doing this, and watch the change happen, okay? And then finally, number 5 is give and be of service. You already know that one of my biggest beliefs is that we are here, and one of our biggest purposes is to use the experiences that we have to help another person. So go out today, find someone that you can help, even in the small things. Maybe it's opening a door for somebody. Maybe it's smiling at them. Maybe it's asking somebody, hey, how's your day going? And they go, oh, it's good. How's yours? And you say, no, really, I want to know. How's your day really gone? Tell me about it. And you get into deep conversations with people. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's giving $1 to somebody on the side of the street, or a hamburger or something like that, taking somebody out to dinner, delivering a meal to somebody who's sick, calling on that person that you've been thinking about but you haven't called them, reassuring a friend through a text that you appreciate them and that you're grateful that they're in your life. Maybe it's writing down people's birthdays and remembering their birthdays. Don't let Facebook do it for you. Take the action, write down or put it in your Google Calendar and remember their birthday, and just simply send them a text rather than a Facebook message or something like that. And it will be of service to somebody. You will make somebody's day. And so just to recap real quick, the 5 key things, the 5 key actions that you can take on a daily basis to start the journey of overcoming fear is: number 1, stand guard at the door of your mind. Okay? Go pursue the mindset that you want. All right? Number 2 is, oh man, I forgot what number 2 is. How did I forget what number 2 is? I'm going to tell you what number 2 is right now. I have it written right here. That's right. Get a mentor. Get a mentor. And start to ask them questions. Somebody who has what you want, take the action that they suggest and start to go after the things that you want. Number 3 is keep a journal. Again, if you'd like more information on a journal, just let me know, and I'll do videos about that if you'd like. Every day, number 4, every day, start your day with gratitude, end your day with gratitude. Make it the first and the last thought of your day. And then finally, number 5, give and be of service, because there is somebody out there that only you can help. So I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, all that stuff. All right, be blessed.